Discover how thousands of YouTubers are making a full-time income. Go to beatoolboss.com or click the link in the description. It's time for another quick movie review. I just watched Fantasy Island. Now I seen this on I think Amazon Prime. It's included with my Amazon membership, whatever. So this is one of the movies that we seen at the movie theater as a trailer, before the movie came on, and it looked really, really good, right? Looked really, really good. But for whatever reason, we didn't go to the movies to see it. So we were like, oh, we'll just wait till this come out on rental or whatever. So it finally comes out on Amazon. And I remember asking my cousin, because we talk about movies all the time, I'm like, yo, what's up with that Fantasy Island? He said he saw it. He said it was garbage, right? So I'm thinking, man, as good as that trailer was, you telling me it's garbage. So I asked him again. I said, bro, you sure Fantasy Island, man? Fantasy Island, all right? Came out in 2020. What's up? He's like, man, it's whack. I'm like, all right. I let months go by. Finally, I'm like, you know what? I gotta see this for myself. So I checked it out, and here's the deal. First of all, what is Fantasy Island about? It's about this group of people who get sent to this island because they think, all right, they won some sort of vacation, right? So they get to the island. Island is called Fantasy Island. So whatever your fantasy is, this island is gonna make it happen, right? Whatever it is, it's gonna make it happen, right? So these people, it's like, I don't know, I think it's 6 of them, maybe 6 people, 5 or 6. They get off. They all got their own fantasies. So when they get there, they think, this is like a big act, right? They think it's like a place where you go and everything is staged, right? But things get real when things get real, right? So a lot of weird stuff starts happening with each individual's fantasy, and they're starting to realize, wait a minute, this is real, right? And the thing is, their fantasies, all of their fantasies, turn evil, right? They all turn for the worse, right? So they're trying to figure out, what is going on here? And more importantly, we got to get off this island, right? And that is what the movie is about. So, what do I think about it? First of all, I will say I really like the concept of this movie. I don't know if this is a remake or another movie that was like this done, but I've never seen nothing like this, and I must say I like it. I like the concept. The trailer actually does fit the what the movie is really about. I like the whole concept. These people get sent to an island and they're supposed to get all these wishes, and they get them, but they're not what they thought they would be, right? That's dope to me. That's super dope. Now, one thing that my cousin said, looking back at the movie, that why he didn't like it, the movie, was he didn't like a couple of the people's fantasies that they had, right? And because you're thinking, if you go to a place where you got anything you want, you're gonna come up with, your average dude, what a dude gonna say, I want all gang of beautiful women, or somebody else gonna be like, I want a ton of money, or somebody else gonna say, my cousin didn't like a couple of the people's fantasies. But once I watched the movie, I'm like, okay, I get why they picked each one's fantasy. I get it. Some of them was kind of like, really? Okay, Fantasy Island, you picking this? So I get it. But going back, I do like the concept of the movie. I like the storyline. I really like how at the end you realize that everything is connected, right? Everything does have a purpose, and everybody does have a connection. So I really do like how at first it makes it seem like everybody's on their own individual path, but you realize later on that, wow, they're all there for a particular reason, which I like that. Now, one thing kind of threw me a little bit was okay, how, I know this is movie stuff, but okay, some of the fantasies they were doing, I'm like, okay, what? You know what I'm saying? Is this really happening, or is this really in the mind, or is this staged, or is this not? Are these actors, or they're not actors? I don't know. Now I will say, just think about it. I think they're gonna say, well, the island itself did a lot of this stuff, right? You guys see for yourself. So that's one thing that kind of threw me a little bit of like some of their fantasies. I'm like, are y'all really there? Y'all not there? So it was a little confusing on that end, but it still was cool. The ending, it was cool. You know, the ending was cool. I like. Well, yeah, I guess it do make sense. The ending, whatever. So with that being said, I like this movie. You know what I'm saying? I like the movie. Now it's crazy to me that it's characterized as a action adventure movie, right? But when it was at the movie theater, they made it seem like it was more like a horror type movie. So I thought it was more like a horror kind of scary vibe to it, a little bit. So I would put it as an action adventure horror movie. Definitely worth checking out. With all that being said, I'm going to give Fantasy Island a 4 out of 5, right? And that's good. I mean, that's dope in my opinion because, like I said, I went in thinking it was more of a horror movie, so I thought, man, this could have been a little scarier. Plus, I kind of didn't really understand some of the people's fantasies. And thirdly, I kind of didn't understand like how are they making some of these happening, and like I don't understand a little bit. That's why I can't give it a 5. But overall, when I was done watching the movie, I thought it was dope. If you haven't seen Fantasy Island, definitely recommend it. You know what I'm saying? Definitely recommend it. If you have seen this movie, comment below. Let me know what you think.
I let the chain hang, yeah, I'm tattered up, and I love to cuss, I just don't give a See, I'm just doing me, and you should do you. Yeah, I hear you talking, that's just your point of view. And see, I just don't care, I be like, yeah, I done heard it all, damn, there's haters everywhere, and they keep me motivated.